Science learned more about the human brain in the past 2 decades than in the past 2 centuries. Much of this is readily understood, practical stuff. By the end of this 6-minute video, you will know how to use some of that knowledge to develop or further develop a whole brain mindset. That mindset enables us to be even more effective, efficient, creative, and innovative. Call it what you want: attitude, outlook, disposition, or mindset. When we combine it with engineering competence, we become more entrepreneurial. Marvelous things happen. You may be thinking, sure, I want to be a more effective, efficient, creative, and innovative prof, student, administrator, and so on, but I don't have time to learn brain surgeon kind of knowledge. You don't have to. You dreamed about and finally acquired this classic car. The engine runs rough. You Google, study, connect with other owners, and solve the problem. You did not have to become a certified auto mechanic to get better engine performance. Similarly, you don't have to become a brain surgeon to get better brain performance. Neuroscientist Paul Nussbaum says there is perhaps no greater untapped resource in the universe than the human brain. The brain is no longer the domain of medicine. And I must add, it is our domain. So let's learn some brain basics. That 3-pound marble between your ears contains 100 billion neurons or brain cells. 20% of the blood pumped by your heart flows to your brain at about 16 gallons per hour. It delivers glucose, nutrients, and oxygen, and flushes out carbon dioxide and other waste products. If you could observe the top of your brain, you would see two symmetrical halves. Although they look the same, they function differently. The left half operates in a verbal, logical, linear processor and symbolic manner. In contrast, the right half functions in a nonverbal, intuitive, parallel processor and emotional fashion. Unfortunately, our formal K-12 education and much of engineering education tends to focus on the left hemisphere. By learning more about our brain, we can more effectively use both sides, acquire a more whole brain mindset. Another way to view the brain's functions is to recognize that we think consciously and subconsciously. Conscious thinking means that we are thinking and we know it, like you understanding what I am saying. Subconscious thinking means we are thinking, but we don't know it. You and I have no idea what is going on in our subconscious minds right now. Scary, yes, but also potentially powerful. Furthermore, the working of your subconscious mind is just the tip of the iceberg. Much more cognitive processing occurs in your subconscious mind. We should seek ways to use our conscious minds to stimulate the thinking of our much more powerful subconscious minds. That is another part of developing a whole brain mindset. When we faculty, students, or administrators face an issue, problem, or opportunity, let's strive to engage our left and right hemispheres and our conscious and subconscious minds. That's a whole brain mindset. Fortunately, we can apply many thinking and collaboration tools. Mind mapping is one whole brain tool. Here's how it works when used by a group facing a challenge. The leader places an oval on a whiteboard or newsprint. He or she notes the challenge. Define pond problem. Then the leader asks, what does this make you think of? Within a half hour or so, the mind map appears. I facilitated many mind mapping sessions. This whole brain tool always works and always generates many ideas. Those ideas lead to effective, creative, and innovative solutions to challenges. Why does this form of brainstorming work? Its highly visual nature, combined with its use and reuse, engages both hemispheres and the conscious and subconscious minds of participants. The toolbox also contains borrowing brilliance. When seeking solutions with this tool, we don't just look within our field, profession, discipline, or specialty. We also scan disparate, widely and maybe wildly different fields. Consider an example. A century ago, Ford Motor Company personnel visited the Chicago stockyards. They saw how an overhead conveyor moved beef carcasses past workers at fixed stations. Each worker disassembled part of the carcass. Ford borrowed the carcass disassembling system, reversed it, and produced the first motor vehicle assembling system. As an aside, every engineering student should visit one of these marvels. When faced with a challenge, what field could we borrow from? For an introduction to 18 other whole brain tools, visit this website. Want to learn more about your brain and how to use that knowledge to develop a whole brain mindset, an entrepreneurial mindset? Then check out my book. It describes the brain and 20 tools to help you and your team be more effective, efficient, creative, and innovative. If you have broader interests, visit my website for complimentary articles and other resources. Thank you for watching and listening.